This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
All right, let's bring him up. Let's go. Douglie Do Wrong. We do our thing with Douglie every Tuesday during the regular season. Off season, we're still doing shows here and there. And Doug is kind enough now to join us here on the program. Make sure you follow him on Twitter at Douglie Do Wrong. And you can also go to his YouTube page, very popular YouTube page there. Subscribe at Douglie Do Wrong. Doug, how you doing, baby? How you feeling?
I'm all right. You can tell by my
right
voice.
now.
I'm getting over something.
Yeah, you had a cold?
The wife and the baby were sick. Took care of them. Now I got sick.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, it's
So live streaming yesterday for 4.5 hours waiting for pick 102 did not help.
yeah, no, I can imagine, dude. I mean, I'm with you. We've been live streaming for 3 straight days now, and it's a lot of talking, my brother. Hey, look, I've been joking around going, something tells me that Chris Greer is going to trade 2 7s for a 6. But deep down inside, I want him to trade the 2 7s for a 6 and we can wrap it up, dude.
Right? I was hoping that was going to happen yesterday. I'm like, they're going to trade up. Dean's still on the board. They're going to trade up. And they just stayed pat. I'm like,
I thought they were going to trade out of the third round.
I would have died.
And get more picks on the third day to kind of fill out the draft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But again, I love the linebacker, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I thought, Kenny Tyndall was a terrific. I wish when I broke the story, I would have gotten his name right because I don't know why I had Tyndale in my mind and all that stuff, and I ruined the kid's name there. But I do love the pick yesterday when I saw the Dolphins make that selection.
He fits perfectly with the style of defense that they're running. That sideline to sideline speed and just blitzing him. And a lot of people worry because he wasn't really a starter. He was behind Dean, I think it was. And so
loaded.
And he had a loaded defense around him. So people are afraid of that. But for essentially a 4th round pick, we were literally 3 picks from the 4th round. I think it's a steal. I absolutely love the pick. I wanted Leo, but I
love him too. Yeah.
He went next to Kansas City, but I love the pick. I think his speed is going to make this defense extremely dangerous.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. And we haven't seen a guy on the Dolphins that can go sideline to sideline really since Zach.
Exactly.
Really? Right? I can't think of a middle linebacker since Zach that could fly from one end to the other. I don't remember that, right?
And we have to worry about Josh Allen twice a year.
Yes.
And that's what, just make sure he doesn't get extra yards, Tyndall. That's your job. Him, right. Jalen Phillips, Javon Holland, Jerome Baker, just contain the quarterbacks so our corners can do what they need to do. I'm excited.
And he excels at spying.
Yeah.
So, that's actually a really, really good thing there. By the way, I see there's 420 right now on the chat board. Toke it up. We're in Vegas. Anyway, so I just had to mention there's 420. Have you been to Vegas, by the way? Have you ever been to Vegas?
No, my wife has.
All right. Well, I'm not going to tell your wife to do this, but there's a place called Planet 13. Okay. It's a weed mall.
Oh, wow.
Now, it's not to get off you don't have to get off on the weed mall. 2 blocks away, you smell the weed. With your windows rolled up.
That's hilarious.
Like we drove by it and it's like, whoa, dude. Like right away, we got a group of officers here already. They're like, anyway, so just have some fun. No, we do actually. They're watching here. No, but it's just funny. I would imagine that there'd be a circle of cars just driving around Planet getting contact high the entire time, bro.
It's free. Why not?
I've never seen that, because you when you come from a state that it's not legal, you're like, oh, what the hell is going on here? And then you look at a building and it says Planet 13 on it. I'm like, what the hell is that? And you look it up and it's called the Weed Mall. Okay, not a store, not a store, but a mall. All right. I mean, that is
New Jersey just became legal, I think, a couple of weeks ago.
Well, Planet 13 is probably going to New Jersey soon.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, speaking of Jersey, there's a lot of smells there. They probably need a better smell. So yeah, that actually might help out there in Jersey.
I lived in Bayonne all of my life, which is right next to Jersey City, right across the street from New York. There was always at a certain time of the day this smell, and the only way you can describe it is blueberry piss. It smelled like blueberries and piss. It was disgusting. Now that I don't live in Bayonne, when I go visit my parents and I drive over the bridge, I'm like, oh, it's that time of day, blueberry piss. Roll the windows up.
There it is. Yeah, and they have the gas tanks too, right? In another area where I think there's like some funk coming out of there too, right?
It's just
Yeah.
this whole. I got away from that area. It's just the whole funk in that area. It stinks.
It should be called the Rotten Garden State. I'm sorry. Anyways, just having fun, Jersey folks. Relax, okay? I got cousins in Passaic. Relax, take it easy. Jesus. Dougie Fresh says, "Oh, from one Doug to another, please share our pickup line. Hey, my name is Doug. That's God spelled backwards with you in it." All right, there you go. That's Dougie Fresh. That's what he does on our feed. He's just a smart ass the entire time
We have to use
and
that one.
always dropping the jokes. So there you go. It's a beautiful thing. And don't forget to smash the like button there while you're watching. All right, what'd you think? I didn't know much about this big receiver,
Mhm.
but then I started to look at all the stuff and I'm like, okay, now I see why the hell they got him.
Yeah.
He fits a lot. And listen, it's what we've talked about before. We had Reason on before. And I know Reason been talking about the whole Debo thing, and others have, and I've said that's not going to happen.
Mm.
If you really look at what they've acquired, they already acquired Debo, but he's broken up into like 6 different people. And here comes this kid, and he's going to be another guy. And I think that's what McDaniel's going to do. He's going to attack you, Debo Samuel style, but you have no idea who's going to play that role at that moment on that down.
Yeah, when the pick happened, I was surprised because 10 wide receivers on the team right now. We have 1 center. So I was like, huh. And again, this draft was so weird. I didn't really go too deep into prospects. I didn't do much because we didn't have much. So I was kind of like flying by the seat of my pants. I had some guys I liked, and they're still on the board, like West, the center out of Arizona, and Zach Tom. So they were still on the board.
Yeah.
They went wide receiver. So I tweeted it out. I was like, it's interesting. Da, da, da. Of course, I get a lot of you get flack for saying anything like that. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's this, is that. I'm like, all right, well, let me check it out. And yeah, he's essentially Debo Samuel. He's fast, he's big, physical. A lot of people think he's a Devontae Parker replacement. I don't.
No.
I think he's completely different.
In fact, Preston Williams should be really nervous because he doesn't help you on special teams,
Nope.
and he's not really, a runner per se. So I think Preston is one of those guys that should be nervous with the drafting of this kid. He's not Preston. He's not Matt Collins, and he's not Devontae Parker. Those guys don't do what this guy does. This guy averaged 13 yards a carry. So obviously, there's something there that he's a different kind of cat. Which again, that's why I keep telling people, lay off the Debo stuff. You already have the guy. He's just spread out all over the team right now.
And even Mike McDaniel said that in his, I think it was his like first or second press conference. A lot of people are asking him, "Oh, who on this team is the next Debo? Who on this team is your Debo?" And he says, "I'm not looking for the next Debo. I have the first Jalen Waddle. I have this." So to constantly be looking for that Debo,
right,
doesn't make sense. He's going to take who we have, put them in the best position. We're going to win. That's essentially why he's adding these pieces. And this guy, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name, but his first name's Eric. I think he could be really good in this this offense. You see the idea that the Dolphins have with this team, and it's speed on defense and now on offense is just a ton of speed.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I by the way, I think I nailed the name. Now I know it's easy that he goes by the name Easy. So that's what we're told. But here's how I'm going, okay, with the pronunciation of it. Izukanma,
I think that's pretty close.
right? Izukan, Kan, Ma.
See, I get in trouble with stuff like that because I pronounce it how it looks, and people are like, "Nope, not even close."
That's
like,
true.
Like
That
Sam
happens a lot.
McGuavin. You would have never thought his last name was a Guavin.
Right.
Or Sealer. I was
Right.
like, that's you.
I still say Sealer Siler. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I
Exactly.
get confused.
People
I do
got
that
me
all the time.
messing up names all the time. You're a personality, Doug. You should know these names. I'm also dyslexic, so
I might set you back a bit.
yeah, exactly.
All right, I've been running this by everybody. I think they're going to sign J.C. Treader. I just think they're trying to work that number down, and he's overpriced himself. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he has a lot of. I don't think there's a ton of teams that are looking for a starting center.
Mm-mm.
So I think Miami's kind of like slow walking this thing, and waiting till after the draft, and then maybe they make a move for J.C. Treader, and hopefully Treader lowers his demands. What do you think about that?
Yeah, because he hasn't met with anybody. Like
No.
normally, we've met with Melvin Ingram, Reuben Foster. We've met with these guys. He has not met with anybody. So I think he has, like you said, he's probably like top 10 center in the NFL, and that's his mindset. But he also is dealing with injuries, so he needs to bring that down. So I'd love to bring him in. I wanted JC Treader at the beginning of the draft. Like once we saw the Tampa center go back, I was like, all right, JC Treader, get the best guy once he became available. So I'd absolutely love that move. I'd even love still bringing in Melvin Ingram for depth at that pass rush position. So
yes, but again, if he prices himself out, that's the one thing that I give, Chris credit. He doesn't really give away bad deals.
No.
He's pretty frugal with those deals, and pretty strong when it comes to his negotiations overall. So I'm with you there. All right, what are you doing over at your channel so folks can check you out, my friend?
So after the draft is done, I'm gonna sit down. Hopefully my voice doesn't sound like this, even though it's kind of a little sexy.
Not bad. It's not bad.
I'm gonna break down the full draft, give you my draft grades, and then me and you, I think on Monday or Tuesday, are gonna get together. We're gonna talk some more about the draft, see what they did, and then I start getting ready for camp. OTAs is coming up on the 16th, so
yeah. And by Tuesday we'll have also the undrafted kids too.
Get a full idea of what we did in this draft. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, exactly. Because it'll take them a couple days. Immediately after this draft, they start signing those guys, and over the next couple days, we should have the list of who the players are. Doug, as always, I appreciate you, my man. Tell them about the channel so they can subscribe, my friend.
YouTube.com/DouglieDoWrong. All things Dolphins. I don't take a break. I pump out at least minimum 4 videos a week. Me and Big O, once the season starts, weekly show talking about the games and everything. It's going to be a blast. Come over, check it out. If you haven't yet, smash that like button for this stream. Big O does fantastic work, and he is dedicated.
Yes, a little bit. Or, I don't know, maybe they should just dedicate me to some home or something. That's maybe what they should do overall. Anyway, follow my man on Twitter and on YouTube at Douglie Do Wrong. Douglie, you are a stud. Enjoy the draft, my friend. Thank you, sir.
Catch you later.
You got it, baby. There you go. Douglie Do Wrong, getting it done.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.